just before I turn it to him, SDF is not PKK. SDF is people of northern Syria who all together are resisting dictatorship, and they are resisting Turkish aggression and occupation. And the solution, in my opinion, to all of this is for the Turkish government, and we'll listen what our friend has to say here, is to engage in negotiations with the PKK. They have been trying to eliminate PKK since 1984, or even before that, actually. And all the losers in this are the people of Turkey, Kurds, Turks, and others. And Turkey is not PKK is not a terrorist organization. PKK hasn't fought anybody else. They haven't done anything against the U.S. And they have called for ceasefire many times. And Erdogan himself negotiated with them for several years. And even before the last Istanbul election, they went to Mr. Öcalan and they asked him to make a statement. So their candidate, Mr. Not Imam. No.
The guy running against
the former president of the parliament. Binali Yildirim. So he makes a statement on his behalf. So some statement was attributed to Öcalan about that, and it didn't work because the people of Turkey had decided what to do. But one criticism I have of the CHP is they were the ones who really helped pass this law in the Turkish parliament to take immunity from the parliamentarians that has led to imprisonment of not only SDP members but also CHP members. With that, Dr. Thank you.
Dr. Kerim, thank you for the kind invitation and the introduction. It's a great pleasure to be speaking here today, and also thank you for making space for a Turkish voice at a Kurdish panel, since we are used to having a lot of Turkish panels in DC without any Kurdish voice. So I think this sets a good example. Now, my task has been, I've been asked to give you a brief overview of the Turkish side of this saga, because we have heard a lot about what's happening in the Syrian theater of action. But equally important is what's happening in the Turkish theater of action. Now, there are two sides to this story within Turkey. One is the official discourse. And when you read Turkey's media, which is owned and controlled by Erdogan up to 95%, you hear a single voice that this is an existential threat that's dealt through security measures. So what is the existential threat? The official discourse is SDF is basically a fig leaf for the YPG, and YPG is basically a fig leaf for the PKK, and hence the Turkish state cannot tolerate PKK presence on its southern border. Now there is another side of this story, and that's what I call the hidden transcript that we must pay attention to. And that is, this is as much Turkey's war as it is Erdogan's war. And Erdogan's war, part of the story, is much more complicated. Let me tell you why at this very time, if you go back to October 8th, why Erdogan was in a, let's say, in a difficult position and had to act. Those of you who follow Turkish politics might remember the corruption probe of December 2013. This is when all of Turkey woke up to a scandal showing that Erdogan's ministers were on the payroll of Iran, and they were helping Iran evade US sanctions through Turkey's second largest public lender, Halk Bank, to the tune of $20 billion or more. And tens of millions of dollars, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, were paid as bribe to members of the Turkish government. Now, back then, Erdogan's job approval rating fell, meaning those who do not approve Erdogan's job rating was up to 47%. So almost half of Turkey was against him. In the run-up to the October cross-border operation, those who opposed Erdogan's job performance was as high as 46%, meaning Erdogan was in an equally difficult position compared to the December 2013 draft probe. Meaning he was in a very difficult position. Why, you might wonder? For three reasons. Once, he lost elections, local elections, not once but twice. First in March, then in the Istanbul rerun in June. And as of June, Erdogan lost control of 2/3 of Turkey's GDP to the opposition and half the population to the opposition. And for the first time since Erdogan's rise to power in 2002, there was a winning bloc that brought right and left, secular and religious, Turks and Kurds. And of course, the kingmakers were the pro-Kurdish HDP. So that was Erdogan's first existential threat. This is not Turkey's existential threat, this is Erdogan's existential threat. The second existential threat was that two of Erdogan's very close allies, aides, colleagues, one, the former Prime Minister Davutoglu, the other one, the economic miracle kid, Deputy Prime Minister Ali Babacan,